Hey guys, so we're going to do a Baker Creek haul, if you will, of all the things that I've gotten from Baker Creek this year, and we're going to just go over what I have, and I will let you know if any of them are planted. Alright, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so like I said, we're going to be doing a Baker Creek haul. Some of these orders, I broke them up into smaller orders so I could do them, so they weren't such big things. And also I've learned that every single order you get free seeds with every single order. So sometimes you get like varieties that you already had from a different order, but the goal was basically to get a free pack so I wouldn't have to buy the extra pack, kind of, if it makes sense. I'm not going to go over the total price of everything because, like I said, they're broken up into different groups. I am waiting on, I think, one more to come in, so I'll do that later. But I just wanted to go over what I have so far. So, my orders, we got Borage, and this is the blue one. And I'll just read the little description here for a sec. This is an annual blue flower that are used as a garnish. Cucumber flavored leaves added to a salad, drinks, and more. So this is edible. You can eat the flowers, you can eat the leaves. If you want more information on any of these seeds, just go to Baker Creek's website. You can just type Google in Google, Baker Creek, and it'll pop up with their business. This is temporary closed. Just click website, and you can find all of that information, or rareseeds.com. Of course, none of this is sponsored, but that's just how to find them. And most of these are completely edible, if not, some of them are just partially edible. Another one is Sugar Rush Peach. Exciting new heirloom breed by hot pepper prodigy crisp flower of Wales. Long peach-colored fruits are packed with loads of super sweet tropical flavors, and the seeds bring a smoky, complex heat. So it's supposed to look like this. And I have the Borage and this one I have planted. I have the Borage growing. I don't know what happened to this one. The little head's missing. So I'm hoping that I have another one in there, and if not, I'll have to start over. Okay, this one is a black Hungarian pepper, ornamental and delicious Hungarian heirloom peppers, unique black fruit shaped like a jalapeno, mildly hot and delicious flavors. So there you can see it looks like a black jalapeno. And I got this one because I thought having some mildly hot peppers would be a great addition to just having your standard jalapeno in something. Classic chili relleno type. So this is going to be a Poblano. Roasted and peeled, 3 to 6 heart-shaped fruits, usually quite mild. Also great for chili powder. So this you can make as an ancho chili when it's dried, or you can leave it as a Poblano and stuff it or eat it raw. This one I had got upside down, but it is a classic jalapeno. It's the Tam jalapeno. A very tasty, mild jalapeno type, the same delicious flavor but much less heat. So it's not a super hot jalapeno. It was one that you could give to people who aren't so hot loving, which is great for when you don't want to burn your mouth off and you just want to enjoy the flavor. In videos past, I have talked about how some of my plants were kidnapped by a rodent, and I wanted to get some of those plants as seeds to try to see if I could keep them around. Green Globe Artichoke. Produces artichokes in 1 year with careful handling, easiest in areas of long, cool summers. So this would be one of those, if you don't live in an extremely hot area, you probably have a better chance. But I do, so we're just going to see if it grows. So there's that one. We have, it's an eggplant, it's called Oswald. This is an Iraq variety, huge, satiny, dark purple, fruits up to 3 pounds, shaped like a squatted teardrop, sweetheart and tender, or sweet and tender, not sweetheart. So that's what that one looks like. It's supposed to be basically like as if a raindrop fell and hit the ground and you paused right there. So I'm looking forward to trying that one. I've never been a big fan of eggplant, like the type you find at like regular stores, but I want to give it a try, and if not, I know a few people who wouldn't mind grabbing them from me. The free pack of seeds was a butter crunch. I already have one. Got plenty of butter crunch for the fall. Okay, another part to it is sweet alyssum, and it's an annual flower. This is the tall variety, older than a cottage garden themselves. Tiny snow white flowers produced by the hundreds on 1-foot spikes, honey-like fragrance. Now, I've heard that this is a brassica and that it is edible. I have not for one tried eating it, but I've planted it to at least give it a go. Amongst all the other things that didn't make it from when I had tried last year was my basil, so I was very intrigued by this dark opal. Beautiful and ornamental variety, deep Roman purple. The mild flavor is good for cooking, salads, and more. So I thought something that would be very versatile would be very awesome. Oh, and when I said I had another one, I meant I had another one. It's the free seed pack in that one. So I recently got a bunch of flowers, or was interested in flowers for pollinators, so I wanted to try these bachelor buttons because they just look so adorable. Like, look at them. So cute. This is a mix. It's a classic artistic mix. It's a cherry, mostly bicolored bachelor buttons in sky blue, royal blue, burgundy rose, and pink, and white. So these are going to come up in a dual form. So when they say bi, it's 2 colors in one. So some of these are going to have splashes of color amongst others. And then I saw this on one of Baker Creek's YouTube videos that they do for like teas and stuff like that. And it's called Agastacia. And this one is the Texas Hummingbird Mint Heather Queen. Now this is a tidy, half-hardy perennial that is aromatic and attractive to pollinators, great as an arrangement and used to make teas, and a mosquito repellent oil, so you can make this into a type of mosquito repellent. And I've tried planting some, but we had really bad winds and I had a bunch of like rowdy little kitty cats run through my garden, so I think that either the seeds got buried or they blew away. So I'm going to try this again. And the free seed pack for that one was yellow pear tomatoes. And I'm very excited for this. And I didn't read off the lettuce because, I mean, it's lettuce. We all grow lettuce, right? But if not, I can always read it off later. You guys should just ask. Alright, these very sweet 1.5-inch yellow pear shaped fruits. Mild flavor, great fresh or for tomato preserves, so you can make this in like a tomato jam or something if you wanted. They're supposed to be really sweet. I hear these plants can become very tall, so I'm assuming these are a type of indeterminate varieties, but I guess we'll see if mine ever grow. Alright, keeping up with the flowers, I have asters. I have China asters to be specific. And of course this is a mix. It's the Giant Perfection Mix Aster China. Annual peony type, extra large flowers, great for cutting. Formula mix has all the best colors. So this is more or less just for pollinators, but a fresh little bouquet of flowers every now and again would be awesome too. Alright, I have peas from Gurney's, and they're doing good, but I wanted to try another type, and I haven't planted these yet. Oh, and most of those have already been planted, I forgot about that. This is a 55-day variety, delightful dwarf variety, matures early, plant spring or fall, produces sublimely sweet 3-inch pods, borne on 1 to 2 foot tall plants. Ooh, I should probably get those going. Produces mega yields of crispy, crunchy, and sweet peas that have both edible pods and peas. Early, high yielders and tidy and prolific. Excuse me. Sorry. So these ones are supposed to be on the dwarf side of your typical peas. Mine can grow to my roof, which is approximately, the roof line anyway, is approximately 9 feet. So like my pinto beans that I had in my early videos, but late 2000, because I started in the middle of summer. So those ones went all the way to the roof, which was approximately 9 feet. They stood approximately 3 feet over my husband. He's just over 6 foot tall, so that was pretty fun. I had to get a ladder to stake them up there. It was great. Alright, and the free seed pack for this one is a white tomizol. It's a white tomato. I don't know how to say it. It's an 80-day variety, and I did plant some of these today. An amazing heirloom, just bursting with fragrance and natural goodness. Creamy, smooth, half-pound fruits, excellently yields. So these are supposed to be a pretty decent size fruit. I think these ones would be considered either a type of beefsteak or slicer tomato. I'm not sure what separates the two from that. And this one came in today. Did I say that was an Agastacia? Oh, I guess they're both Agastasias. Okay, sorry. I didn't realize I had grabbed 2 different types of Agastacia. Keeping with the tea, the Agastacia Rose Mint. Now, I love roses. Who doesn't, right? So this one is the Agastacia Rose Mint variety, an aromatic perennial with a phenomenal minty rose fragrance. The lavender rose colored blooms are irresistible to nectar lovers. Thrives in poor soil. So I've recently amended all my beds, so that shouldn't be a problem for it, but just in case it reaches beyond my amendment, it should be fine. This particular one does state that it grows from zone 4 to zone 10, so if you guys would like to try this, I would recommend it. Now, on the Baker Creek's video that I watched, this one made as a tea is on the floral side. The lady stated that it did taste a lot more like a rose flavor, so if you're into that, it would be something quite interesting. I just want to know what it tastes like, and I just want to smell it. And then speaking of kitty cats, this is more for me because you can make it as a tea, but I can give them some, I guess. Alright, so this drive is catnip. Drives cats wild, but also used medically in a tea for colds and flus. It's a vigorous plant. So this is one of those things I may just keep in a pot, so that way I can keep it away from them. But I heard that this has really good medicinal purposes for teas and colds, and I like tea for teas and colds. For colds and flus. Wow, for teas and colds. And then, of course, the white tomato was part of that one as well. Like I said, I have a few, or maybe just one, I don't remember exactly, that's left. But I will get to that when it comes in. Baker Creek has been having slight issues getting some orders out. Like I had to, and I've never had this problem with them, but I had to get on them a little bit about my tracking not updating, my package not saying it was shipped. Now the one that didn't update finally did. A few days later, I guess they called and asked where it was, and then it shipped to my house promptly after that. I guess it was stuck in limbo somewhere. And then the other one that wasn't updating at all, it didn't say it shipped or anything like that. Again, I messaged them what's going on, and they immediately got back to me as soon as they could. I think it was like the next day or maybe later that day, and they stated that they had informed the warehouse that there was a problem and that they have shipped me out a brand new batch of what I ordered. So waiting on that as well. And then I had, well, I'm not waiting on the other one, I got that one, that was the Agastacia Rose, but I'm waiting on the one that had to be reshipped. And then I'm waiting on one other order, which that shipped, but the one I had to ask where and why it wasn't shipping was supposed to ship first. So the very last order I'm waiting on, it should be here soon. And then the order that was supposed to be before that one, I'm still waiting on finding out where it is, because they use DHL e-commerce and it doesn't update very well. So once I know that it hits closer to my area, I'll know approximately how many days it'll be. Which is not super long, but it's just long enough to keep you going, I want it now. So, updates on my organization. We're just going to give that a look real quick before we end. I did take the time, excuse my clutter. I did take the time and I labeled everything. I did not keep them color coordinated, but I just labeled everything and threw it back in here. So if you like your things like alphabetized or whatever, this is a good way to kind of keep track of what's in here. Because like I can pick this up and I can look, but because I fold them over sometimes, I don't know what it is always. So it's just a good little way to, come on tripod, just a good little way to keep organized. So that way I go, this is where that is. Also, if you have somebody else helping you, you can say, I need this. It's in this. And they can say, okay, well, the eggplant's with the artichoke, and she wants an eggplant, so I'm just going to grab the whole thing, or just grab the eggplant out of there. You know, whatever happens. Real quick, I'll just show you this little pretty thing here. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. That is what borage looks like when it first sprouts. These wow. These did sprout relatively quickly. I would show you the eggplant, but it's just so darn tiny, and I don't know 100% if it is the eggplant. But I think with us having the heater on for a little bit there, it was just ideal temps, and it just went boop. So it wasn't very long at all after I had gotten that package. Some of these I've had for a little while. I wanted to wait until I had all of them, but that didn't work out exactly as planned, so it is what it is. But thank you guys for listening to me ramble and go on about everything, and I hope you guys saw something that you would like or enjoyed to get, and just keep on planting. It's fun, relaxing, stressful sometimes, but fun and relaxing, and it's just a nice way to have something that you can have that the store may not have. So if you guys could like, comment, subscribe, that'd be very appreciated as always, and I hope you guys are having a very wonderful springtime. Bye guys.